Welcome. Today we're going to show you how to integrate Go for Clients with a WP form to trigger an internal notification and also an SMS to reach out to your lead. Before we do that, I want to give you some background on WP Forms that's going to be super important for you to have a successful integration. The first thing is that we do integrations through Webhooks, and the only plan in WP Forms that offers Webhooks is the Elite plan. As you can see here, if I scroll down and find Webhooks, only that Elite plan is the one that's going to include that capability, so make sure you know that beforehand. The second part is I'm here on my dashboard on my WordPress dashboard, and this is where you're going to find your WP Forms plugin. Right? I assume you already know all this, you've created your form. So very quickly, I'm just gonna go through the steps of editing that form, or when you're constructing your new form, it's basically exactly the same. You must go into the settings part of that form and find that Webhooks setting. Once you click on that, it's going to show you something like this. It might have Webhooks not enabled, make sure it's enabled. And in this URL, this is where we're going to include our URL. Let me show you exactly how right now. So I just wanted to show you that. Let me go back to Go for Clients where everything started. And here I'm just going to do a login. And from the main dashboard, I can access my drips through the via the toolbar here on the top right hand side to my drips, or directly from one of the icons on the dashboard. I'm gonna click on drips automation. I'm gonna click on templates. We have a lot of templates, Facebook, voice drips, etc. We're gonna choose the webhooks with forms, which is what we're focusing on today. And as I said, this particular demo is going to be about triggering an auto response through an SMS and an internal notification via email. All I have to do is click on use template. Once that opens, I just configured this very quickly. Webhooks is going to be the trigger. The email is just for choosing the sender email that's going to send that notification, or from which email address that notification is going to be sent, and choose one of the numbers that we've given you for your SMS. Once you've done that, click on build drips. And this is the cool thing about Go for Clients, is that we already give you a pre-built drip. You don't have to start from scratch. It's pretty much configuring, saving, and running. All right, so let's do that. Right here, what I see is that we have two SMS options. I'm only going to send one for this particular demo, so then let me delete that one. Perfect. So right here, I'm just going to click on start here. It immediately lights up the webhook settings. It says first step, let's integrate to your external platform. I have to copy the webhook URL. When I do that, I come to my WP form constructor, and where it says request URL, remember we clicked on webhooks, settings, webhooks. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and paste that URL. Make sure these other settings are, as I'm telling you, that you have post for the request method and that you're using JSON for the request format. This secret, it could be empty. It might be empty at the beginning when you're creating the form. Leave it empty. It'll autofill afterwards. And then make sure you've, of course, added the fields from your particular form through these plus signs right here. But that's simple. You've done that before. All right, when all is done, we have to click save. And make sure you're out of this, because sometimes even clicking save, it doesn't take those changes, and when you're trying to integrate, it's better to be completely out. So what I do is I make sure that I click on this X up here on the right hand corner. I'm out, and now what I need to do is follow the steps with Go for. It says right next step, it's waiting for that data. It's waiting to establish that interconnection. The only way to do it is to actually launch that form and have the data come in. So here's my site. It's Go for Test. I created in WordPress, and basically I'm going to use that WP form. Here it is, and let's pre-fill it. I already have a lot of information filled it from before. I'm just going to use that. I'm going to say demo, and I'm going to send that. When I go to Go for, I'll wait here for a few seconds, and you'll see how that data is going to come, and it's going to connect with Go for Clients. If it takes a little while, sometimes it's because of what I told you right here. It's because of the addition here in WP contact forms. Let me just make sure that I did that correctly. Yep, I'm gonna have to do it one more time, but very quickly. I'm just gonna copy that and make sure that I did the change correctly. So once again, I'm just going to go ahead, change this, put that URL, save it, close it, next step, and fill that form again. Make sure I put the 1, I need that with the 1, demo, and I'm gonna send that. All right, here it is. Sorry about that, guys, but here it is. Now I've established a communication and interconnection. You can see that it says data received. That means when this turns green, that we have successfully established the integration. All right, next step is the actual mapping of the field. It means associating the fields that Go for Clients needs, like the hashtag name, hashtag email, because that's what I'm going to send in my notification. If I respond to the lead through SMS, I want to call him by his name. So I need that name, and I'm going to pick that from the name field on my form. And you can see that it's clearly that one because it actually gives me a preview of any information that has come through before to make sure that I'm getting the right information. And also you can see that right here from this icon, you can see that the mapping is correct. So very simple to use. If you need to add more fields, just click on the plus sign and we have plenty of tags so you can continue adding other fields that you might have put on your form. All right, so with that said, I just go to actions. And actions takes me to the trigger time. It's just how fast after the webhook is triggered, meaning that the form has been filled, how fast am I going to send that notification in that SMS? In this scenario, I want to do it as soon as possible, just because there's a very important stat that says that if it takes me a day to reach out to a lead, it reduces the probability of that lead becoming a customer by 60 times. And even if it takes me just an hour, it still reduces that probability by 7 times. So immediacy is really important. It's key, and that's why we create these powerful engagement forms and automated responses, is to help you engage immediately. But you could do it in any time frame you want. You can decide if it's minutes, seconds, days, hours, whatever you need, you can set it up here. Next, we're going to configure that notification. I just click on it and it says, where do you want to send that notification to? In this example, we chose that we're going to send it via email. You can send it via voice call or SMS. I have other videos for that. You're welcome to take a look at them. So I just put that destination email. I'm going to use my work email because I want to have everything here centered to show you, but that could be your sales guys, your marketing department, your contact center, whomever needs to be alerted that there's a lead that needs to be attacked. You could actually change the design of that email that you're going to send, choose from the templates that we have, or if you pre-designed something, go ahead, choose it. But I'm happy with my selection. So all I need to do now is configure the SMS. I click on that, I go to configuration, and we already have for you kind of pre-filled information so that it makes it easy for you. You could say, so for example here, you can go ahead and change it. You could say, I'm going to erase that. I'm going to use a personalized SMS. So I'm going to say hi, and I want to use the hashtag that I told you, name, to personalize my SMS, to call the person by the name. And I could say something like, click here for more info. And I can add, let me correct the spelling right here, and I can add a short link, for example. So I just go here and say, I want to send a URL, and I want it to go ahead and redirect to goforclients.com. Make sure you have HTTPS right here. It's important. And then that's it. It's ready to roll. I think we have all the information that I need. All I have to do right now is click on save. I'm going to give it a name. This is the WP with SMS demo, so I can remember what it is, and I save and activate it. And that's it, guys. It's ready to roll. All we need to do is let's give it a try. Let's see how it works. So right now it's me going back to my site, to my Go for Test site, and I'm going to play the role of a lead. I'm interested in what Go for sells. I'm going to use the form that they have on their site. I go ahead and fill it. This time I'm gonna call myself John, just to make sure you guys see that there's a difference right here. Remember to include the 1, just because Gopher is an international platform. We need the country code. And then demo, please. I want that. All right, cool. We send that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my phone with you guys, my phone, so that we could follow up on that SMS, and we can follow up on that email that should come as part of my drip. All right, so we're just gonna give it a few seconds, and you're gonna see how that SMS pops up and that email also alerts me. All right, guys, so the SMS just popped in. When I go ahead and open it, there it is. Hi, John. Click here for more info. Exactly what we programmed it to do. If I click on the short link, it goes ahead and redirects me to Go for Clients as I told it to do. So you see how easy it was to program that, how simply and how immediately it reaches me. And then let's go into my inbox, because on my email, I just received an email that says, hey, you have a new lead. So that's that notification that we also programmed. And when I open that, it immediately provides me the information of what the lead said. Hey, there's a guy, John, with his email and his phone number is requesting a demo. So guys, you see how powerful and simple this integration to WP Forms is. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.